matter. But yeah, man, air assault. That's my story. All right, man, what's going on, man? Hey, so yeah, man, let me tell you about my experience through, airsoft school. I'm gonna try to be as detailed as I can. All right, and honestly, man, airsoft school is not an easy school to go to. Like, if somebody tells you that airsoft school is a joke, either the instructors were not doing their job, or I don't know, man. Like, airsoft school, honestly, is like one of the toughest schools in the army. And any other branch can go. Like, I know Marines can go, Navy, Air Force, but only the Army and the Air Force can actually wear the badge in their uniform. So yeah, man, let's get it started with. Now, my own experience, right? I went to airsoft school 3 times. 3 freaking times, dude. Like, the first time was back in 2017 in Fort Drum. I was a young specialist, and I never been to a school before. It's my first time in a school, and I did pretty good. I actually enjoyed it. I was singing cadence during the 4-mile run and all that stuff. And we had to do pre-airsoft, so I had to do it twice because I failed the also, of course, the first time. I'm talking about pre-airsoft though, no airsoft. So I wasn't like a good physical shape back then. Everything was great till I got to sling load, and I remember with the sling loads, and I got on the 5K. The 5K cargo net, I did kill that shit. Then I got to 822 cargo bag, and man, that was it. I fell at one time, fell at another time, and I was out of school. That's my first time ever going to airsoft school. So yeah, man, that's pretty sad. And then I got stationed in Schofield Barracks, Hawaii, in 2018. And I was trying to go to airsoft school ever since, but we just kept going back to the field like once every 2 months. So we didn't have time for schools. We didn't have time, to get better at our development. So yeah, I had to wait. Now COVID happened, and I know COVID was pretty fucked up, like pretty sad. But COVID happened, and I was able to actually go to airsoft school. Actually, I was a walk-on. Like, I didn't even have a slot. I really just showed up with my paperwork, and I was hoping that they take me in. And I was like one of the last people they took in, so I was very thankful for that. And airsoft school is like 3 phases. They got airsoft operations, sling load operations, and repel operations. So the first thing you do, they're gonna take you day 0. And day 0 pretty much is a obstacle course, a 2-mile run, and a good ass smoking session. Like, as soon as you get there, you get your paperwork set up. You're still not in school though. It's day 0, just to make sure you actually can be in school, can make it to school. So day 0, we did the obstacle course. Yeah, and the obstacle course was, it was kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I failed one of the small events. If you fail a small event, you can still pass. If you fail a big event, which is 3 of them, they send you home right there and then. There's no other way. And the one I failed, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically you hang from the rope and you gotta hit your feet on the other side. I forgot what it's called, but I usually always do good on that one. So I was not even worried about that one. I was worried about the belly blaster, I think they call it, because I was never able to do that shit. I was never, even my last airsoft school, I never did that one. Like, I was never able to actually complete it. But thank God, man, I did it. I just forgot to say airsoft, so I had to do it again, but I freaking did it. I know the Weaver is a mandatory, the tough one, which is basically climb a rope and then climb down to a net on the other side, which I don't think is that hard, honestly. I think that was pretty easy. Then they have the other one, it's called Jacob's Ladder, I think. And if you're afraid of heights, man, that one's going, like, it's a real test. Honestly, I'm afraid of heights, and I was not afraid of the Jacob's Ladder. Like, you climb all the way to the top. You can barely, like, grab the last piece of wood or whatever. But I wasn't really that afraid. I was more afraid of failing than anything. Okay, so right after you do day 0, then they check all your equipment and shit. They do like a little layout at the end. What else did we do after that? We get sent home, and they tell us to stencil our ACH in our canteens here in Schofield. So we had to do that over the weekend. And if you show up on Monday, one of those are messed up, they're gonna take 5 points away. Also, by the way, they do like a point, they do a point program in Airsoft school. If you have negative 41 points, you get dropped from the course. All right, you get dropped. That's it. So I remember I went there, and some of my ACH, like my ACH was kind of messed up, so I had like 10 points away from that. I was pretty upset about it, but I came home, redid it, stay after school to make up for my points, and I guess I did a pretty good job at that. Then right after day one, it's all like, what did we do on day one? Did we do any PT? Yeah, I think we did weapons PT. Weapons PT for me was pretty easy. It's only 4 workouts, but you do it over and over again for like an hour. And I think I have good shoulders, so that shit wasn't like, I don't think it was hard at all. I don't think it was difficult. I actually was chilling, just moving your rifle like this, grabbing it up and squatting with your rifle. I forgot what the other one was. I really can't remember. But okay, so after PT, you come back and then you're gonna jump right into class, and they're gonna test you the next day. The next day is a 6-mile ruck march. Now, you need to know how to pack your rucksack, man, because honestly, the ruck march route was right next to my house. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wake up like 30 minutes prior and still make it on time. Big mistake, man. I was almost late. I was like 30 seconds almost late. And honestly, that was like one of the worst ruck march I ever done in my life. And I love rucking. I always come in like the top 5. I love rucking. Like rucking, I can do it all day, all night, right? But this one, I was 7 minutes away from failing, man. That's not good at all. That's not good. I still made it on time. They're gonna give you a mystery item on the halfway there. You gotta just keep it in your pocket, make sure it doesn't fall down. And you have to show it just to show proof that you actually completed the 6 mile. Once you're done, they'll do a layout. And if you're missing, whatever you're missing, each thing that you're missing or each button that's not button in your pants, in your top or whatever, is negative 5 points. So that's a very easy way to get points. I remember in school, we had a dude with like 140 points. He just kept getting points. The instructor was like, I'm just showing you so next time you come back, you know what you did wrong. You know how to fix yourself. Okay, so I passed the 6 mile run. The 6 mile ruck. Then we took the test. I passed the test, the first test. It was pretty easy if you study. There's actually like the test and answers is all on the internet. If you look up Quizlet, you're gonna find all the questions and answers on Quizlet. So you can study at home, just read all the questions, read all the answers. It's the same thing that's gonna be on the test. Each test is like 50 questions. Not all the tests are the same, but they're gonna have like similar questions, you know what I mean? And on Quizlet, you have 100 questions. So it's all the questions that you may get on the test. So, that's a pretty easy way to study. That's what I did. And I passed. They don't tell you your score unless you're like the highest score in the class. But, it doesn't really matter. As long as you get a 70 and above and pass, you're good. Because the wings are going to look the same. So, it don't really matter. Anyways, right after you take the test, whoever failed the test have to take it the next day again. One more chance. If they fail it, they out the course. Then the next day you start studying for your phase 2 test. I know it's so fast, right? And the next day, on Friday, you test on that. So phase 2 is basically sling loads. It's all about sling loads. They're gonna teach you everything, how much this the UH-60 can fucking lift or whatever. They're gonna teach you about the Chinook, the CH-47, how much it can lift, what it can hold, if it needs a spacer, if it doesn't. And that's the only 2 aircrafts they're actually gonna teach you about. The Lakota can really hold anything. The Apache is not a fucking lifting aircraft, So yeah. So just make sure you pay attention to all that stuff they're gonna teach you, because phase 2, it gets really complicated. A lot of people get scared. They think they're gonna fail the test. But honestly, man, Quizlet, don't forget that. Phase 1, airsoft test, Quizlet. Phase 2, airsoft test, Quizlet. And you're gonna get all the answers. Anyways, so right after that, the next day, which is, I already talked about day 1, day 2, day 3. On day 3, they teach you about, no, day 2 is a test. Day 3, Okay, I already covered day 3 where they teach you phase 2. Day 4, they're gonna teach you all the fucking sling loads. They're gonna show you what a clean load looks like, you know, and how to find out like all the deficiencies. Just know what, if you know what the right looks like, you know, some dirty shit is gonna pop out right there and then I call deficiency. All right, just know what right looks like. You know what a clean load looks like. They're gonna test you on the 822 cargo bag, the 5K cargo net, the Humvee, and the trailer. All right, the trailer was pretty easy. Not many people failed that. Only like 1 or 2 people failed the trailer. The Humvee gets a little tricky, but as long as you know what you're doing and you know what right looks like, trust me, you're gonna be fine. The 822 cargo bag, that's the one that be getting most people, man. All right, that be getting the most people. Then you got the 5K cargo net. That one's pretty crazy too, man. It's pretty tough. So it's the 822 cargo bag and the 5K, the toughest ones. At least to me, they are. Anyway, so the next day, Friday, day 5, right? That's when you actually test on sling loads physically. First, you take the phase 2 test, which is the written test. You're gonna pass it. Everybody passes it. Please don't fail that test. I already gave you all the answers. Quizlet. Anyway, you do sling load. Man, my first thing was the 822 cargo bag. I found 2 deficiencies. I had like 5 seconds left. The time is over now, and I see my deficiency. I'm like, deficiency. And the instructor's like, all right, you said it too late. You said it after they say time. So I'm like, man, that meant I had to do it again. So then I went to the 5K. I failed the 5K. So I failed 2 already. Then I went to the trailer. I passed the trailer. Thought it was pretty easy. The trailer is like the easiest one. Went to the Humvee. Passed the Humvee with like 30 seconds. I found all my deficiencies. So I had to retest on the 822 and the 5K, right? So I'm over here like, okay, you know, let me do it again. I go to the 822 cargo bag, freaking failed it, bro. Yeah, I was done. I was done, man. I remember I was praying in my mind like, God, why? Why you let me fail? Like, why did I fail this, you know? But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good, baby. It's all good because they gave me my my slip that I was able to return on phase 2. And guess what your boy did? Your boy went back the next month and started over on phase 2, right? So let's get back to where I was at. So let's say I'm come back to the course. I'm on phase 2. I already did my studying and all that shit. I already passed the written test. Now it's time to do sling loads again. So I do the 822 cargo bag, found all 4 deficiencies. And I found the last one on like, you know, the last 5 seconds. Like, I found all of them. So that's pretty good. Mind you, they put 4 deficiencies on each load. You gotta find at least 3 to pass, right? Went to the 5K, I found all 4 in like the first 30 seconds too. Went to the trailer, I found 3, and I found the last one, which was pretty obvious, but I didn't see it. It was actually the breakaway. It was type 3 nylon instead of being the cotton web. You guys will know what I'm talking about once you go to class. Then the Humvee. When the Humvee comes, man, I only found 1 deficiency. Yeah, man. I was pretty scared. I'm like, man, I don't want to do this again. This is my 3rd time coming to Airsoft school and failing sling loads. I really want to pass. So the 2nd time came when I had to try it again. And man, thank God, bro, I found all 3 deficiencies. Well, it's 4, but I found 3 in 30 seconds. And he stopped me right there. And he trying to scare me. He's like, you know, you didn't find no deficiencies, right? I'm like, Airsoft sergeant, like, what? But you know, he was like, nah, I'm joking, man. You passed. I was so happy, man. Like the happiness, the joy I had in me, it was so crazy. Like I was so thankful to God that I passed, man. All right, and you know, you're gonna see a lot of people that fail. You're gonna be frustrated. Had this guy throw his ACH on the ground. You know, it's pretty tough, man. Pretty crazy. Oh, one more thing. Let me add this. You know, obviously I'm Hispanic. I'm from Guatemala, right? And there was a lot of Hispanics there, which I'm really thankful for, because you know, when you're Hispanic, you're a minority, and that's what you look for when you go to school or something, you know? You look for people that, you know, look like you. And, you know, I'm not being racist or anything. I'm really not a racist person. Damn, let me edit that out. Anyways, you go and look for people that look like you know what I'm saying? So you guys can share something, speak a little Spanish here and there. And to my luck, all the guys on my right side were Hispanic. Like it was two Mexicans, a Puerto Rican dude. Actually, it was a Colombian dude too. It's a Puerto Rican female. It was just like a whole bunch of Hispanics, and I was really proud of that. You know, being proud that I was the only Guatemalan, and you know, there's more Latinos like me. Anyways, let's go to the next week. It's Rappel Week, baby. All right, Rappel Week, man. It was kind of tough for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, okay, you do it in basic training, you do the wall, but it's not the same. It's really not the same at all. I mean, the wall was pretty easy to me, but it's when there's no wall, you have to rappel from the side of the tower. Man, I'm afraid of heights, like I told you guys already. So I was pretty scared, and I failed my first two attempts. But mind you, it's just training. It's not the real test. So, you know, I failed my first two attempts, and then the staff sergeant instructor, he's like the guy in charge. If you fail one more time, you're getting dropped from the course. So you know what I'm saying? I got really scared. I started praying in my mind, and thank God, bro. Like the next 3 times I did it, because you gotta do 3 jumps. I killed it. The first jump, I forgot. It's a locking jump. I think it's called. It's lock and rappel. Not a jump. I rappel. Lock and rappel. Then you got the Hollywood, and then you got the combat rappel. So the lock and rappel, basically, you gotta do a locking break. And you're gonna see, guys. You're gonna see. Like, I don't want to explain you all this, but basically, you know, you grab the rope with your other hand, and it becomes your new raking hand, and now you're descending sideways. That's the locking. Then the other one is the Hollywood. Hollywood is pretty easy. You basically just bounding 3 times, and that's it. Make sure you look to the ground every time you go down. Make sure you look back at your instructor for instructions. And then the combat rappel is the same as the Hollywood, just with your full rucksack. Yeah, you have to have your rucksack. Feels a little different because, you know, you're adding 35 to 40 pounds of weight, but it's not a big difference, man. If you can hold your hand in the back of your, like on the lower back, if you can hold it right there, I'm telling you, man, you're gonna pass. All right, I passed. Anybody can pass. Not anybody, but a lot of people can pass. Okay, so let me trace back a little bit on sling loads, man. When you're doing the sling loads, like 40% of the class fails, man. Like, you really have to pay attention to detail, every single detail, everything. I told you, if you know what right looks like, you're gonna be fine, man. All right, because all the mistakes are gonna pop out right in front of your face. You're like, okay, deficiency. All right, and now on rappelling, we had like 5 failures. He had this guy, he couldn't rappel for shit. And I feel bad for him, man. Like, I was 112, he was 111, bro. He was right on my right side, bro. I'm not gonna say his name or anything, but I really hope he goes back to school, because he deserves that, man. He deserves it. Anyway, so yeah, he failed the rappels. He got kicked out. This person couldn't do their rappel seat right on test day, so they got put out or whatever. Anyway, so on Thursday, after being trained, we got trained Monday, Tuesday. No, on Wednesday was the test. Wednesday, we took the rappelling test. Basically, you gotta do lock and rappel, you gotta do the Hollywood, and you gotta do the combat, and you gotta do your rappel seat in 90 seconds. Thank God, bro, I passed everything. I had to do my rappel seat again. I had to do it twice because the first time I kind of fucked up. But I passed it. Oh, also, you're locking. You gotta do your locking in 15 seconds. I passed that the first time. So passed everything else the first time. Thank God, man, that was good. And now, we jump off the aircraft, the helicopter. We jump off of the UH-60, the Black Hawk, right? Man, I was pretty scared seeing it. I was like in the middle. I was not one of the last or the first to rappel out of the helicopter. I was in the middle. And honestly, when I got in the helicopter, I was not scared. I wasn't scared at all. Like, you know, I look at the ground, and, you know, I was not scared at all. Like, it wasn't, I was just not scared. I was actually singing songs in my mind. Yeah, like Christian songs and stuff. And when the guy told me to start getting ready, you know, I did my locking, everything perfect. He told me to start getting ready on the L shape. Bro, I got on the L shape and I failed, bro. I possum. Yeah, man, I possum. I'm thinking, oh man, this is it. I'm done. They're finna kick me out, all this stuff. But I possum, but I held myself. Like, I was able to come back and put my feet on the platform. I know, it's so crazy, man. I was able to do that, but that wasn't me, bro. I'm telling you, that was God helping me out. So I was able to put my feet back, and I held myself till he gave me a signal to go. Once he gave me a signal to go, I went, and I was pretty sad, bro, because at this time I still don't know if I passed or failed. I thought I failed, Then at the end, after everybody did it, they did a whole formation, and they called my roster number 112, like, 112, come over here. He tells them all the timelines for the next day. They gotta do a 12-mile ruck march and the graduation time and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, bro, about to get kicked out, bro. Anyways, he asked me what I did. He asked me if I went past him, and I'm like, yeah. And he asked me, he went and talked to the instructor that was there, the rappel master that was there at the aircraft. And he told him that I was able to put my feet back on the platform and I didn't rappel till he told me to, so I followed all his instructions. And then this is all he said. He said, hey, Ersol, you're good. Go with the students. Man, I was so happy, man. It was like the happiest day of my life, bro. I'm like, Ersol, and I ran, went back to formation. Then we had to do this little review test. Not test, but like a review sheet of basically how the course was, how can we make it better, other stuff. And now here comes that rock march. Hey man, if you're rocking, like to get better at rocking, I'm gonna tell you what I do. I just run. I run a lot. Like I run distance, and that just gets me prepared. That's how I do it, man. That's how I always done it since I was a private. I never rock. I just run a lot, and when I rock, I'm usually pretty good at it. Anyways, make sure you also pack your bag the correct way. Like all the heavy items on the top. Honestly, I roll all the items that I need for the layout, like a burrito, stuffed it in my bag. Put my boots on top, all the heavy items. Make sure my bag was tight and high as it could be on my back. It was pretty good or whatever. I felt pretty good. I wasn't hurting. I wasn't sore or anything. The rock march was at 1 in the morning. Yeah, it was right next to my house too, but hey, I already knew the deal. I woke up at midnight, had my stuff ready the day before, and I was ready to go, man. Look, the rock march, the formation was at 1 in the morning, 1:30, but the actual rock march started at 2 in the morning. So we started rocking, and I'm running. I ran all the way to mile 9. When I hit mile 9, after all that running, I was all the way in the front. I'm telling you, like I was in the probably top 5 people there. Once I got to mile 9 though, I couldn't move anymore. I couldn't run anymore. So I was walking really slow. I could feel all the muscles in my legs. Like if you tell me where my quads are at, I would just point, I could just feel it where they're at. I feel my hamstrings, my calves, everything, bro. Anyway, so once like they have a pace guy and there's like a LMTV behind him, like a army truck. If they pass you, bro, you're getting out because there's no way you're making any time if they pass you, right? Because you gotta keep that 50-minute mile pace. You gotta do 12 miles in 3 hours. Bro, right when I was at the corner, like almost at the end, I heard them say, 3 minutes. And mind you, I can't move anymore. Like I'm walking still, but I'm walking pretty slow. Like, I'm trying my best. Said 3 minutes left. Yo, once he said that, I took off. I don't know what happened. I don't know where I got that strength from. No, it was God, bro. I'm telling you. Made it at like 2:58. Hey man, look, it don't matter if you do it in 1:50, 2 hours, 10 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes. As soon as you make it before 3 hours, the wind's gonna look the same. All right. Then right after that, we were done at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then they did a layout and they trashed all our shit. They didn't even check for anything, honestly. Hey, make sure you have everything though, because they might check your shit. He told me, grab your, grab your poncho and go 4 steps that way. So he was being nice with me. Other people, they flip their shit, they mix it with somebody else's shit. It was pretty crazy, man. Oh, don't forget the mystery items too. So the last mystery item that they give you in the rock march while you're doing it is your Ersol wings. I know it's like inspiration, makes you want to finish now, you know what I mean? So yeah, they gave us that. Only one person failed the rock march and another guy didn't show up. So yeah, we had like 2 failures that day. I know, graduation day, right? It kind of sucks. Because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to do the last thing right before graduation and then having to wait a whole another month to go back to school and do the rock march thing, make sure you're ready right there. So make sure you guys are ready. Make sure you guys are ready, so you don't fucking fail. Nobody wants to fail. Failure makes you a better person, but nobody wants to fucking fail, especially the day of graduation. Come on, yeah. Anyways, man, so graduation was pretty cool. It was here in Schofield Barracks at the Vision Field. I'll put some pictures up here, whatever, it don't matter. But yeah, man, so that's my story. I probably missed something. If you guys think I missed something you guys experienced in airsoft school, you can put it in the comments. But yeah, man, airsoft. Hey, all right, man, keep it up, guys. Stay safe, stay hydrated, stay motivated. Do whatever you gotta do, to better yourself, and just keep doing that shit, man. Keep doing that thing. All right, don't ever give up. I had to go to airsoft school 3 times because I felt sling low twice. I had to go 3 times. Oh, man. All right, let me stop talking, man, because I'm going to keep telling y'all more stories and shit. All right, stay safe, stay blessed.